It's day 75 of 75 hard. So I made it. I'm doing my last workout. Very exciting. I'm about to show you guys the reveal. And then we're going to talk about what I've learned, what I would do different maybe, and just some overall like tips if you guys are feeling like you want to do this or you want to get into shape or whatever. So here we go. All right. I just want to be dramatic. I literally just wanted to be dramatic right there. Because I wanted it to look like hold on. I wanted it to look like I'm like confessing to a crime or something. I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, so you guys are probably wondering, why do you look so cool? And why do you sound like that? Well, that's because I've been sick for a week. And then I went to Vegas, still a little sick, and I never healed. And I'm dressed really cool because you guys read the title of the video. You should know. There's no reason that you shouldn't know. I am doing the 75 hard challenge. I Vegased so hard that I need to do something about it. It was kind of, not a wake-up call, but it was kind of like, I've plateaued so long in my like fitness journey. I hate saying that. But I've just been kind of like coasting. Like I take care of myself enough. But I want to test my discipline and do something that could be really good for me. So we're doing 75 hard. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically a set of rules and like regulations that you do for 75 days. That's not easy, and see what the results are basically. And it's really good for your like mental health. Well, maybe, we'll find out. Hopefully the Bailey that is editing this is a lot more mentally healthy and is super snatched and hot, because this one right here is, she's fine. She's great, but we're gonna be better. Anyways, here are the rules for 75 hard. 1 45-minute outdoor workout a day. 1 45-minute indoor workout a day. No drinking alcohol. Follow a diet plan. Read 10 pages of a nonfiction or a self-help book a day. And then last but not least, a gallon of water a day. I'm making some changes, not really, but just like adjustments. So I live in Alaska, the outdoor workout thing. I'm gonna be trying, look, I'm wearing a beanie. I'm gonna fucking try. Hold on. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing the outdoor workouts when I can, but if it snows like a bunch, or like, I don't know, there's just certain things that might come up where I can't go work out outside. But today I'm gonna go on a 45-minute run. I hate running. But you know what? I'm like almost 30 and that's what people do, right? Like they start running marathons. I won't be doing that. But we'll see, I don't know. Anyways, and then the other adjustment I'm gonna be making is the water. I'm not gonna strive for a gallon a day because I don't wanna overhydrate myself. Like I'm not gonna like push it, but I'm gonna be doing at least half my weight in ounces. So basically like 3 of these. Well, 3 of these is over that, but I'm gonna be drinking a lot of water, at least 3 of these. And then for the reading thing, I need to learn how to read. So it's day 1. I'm gonna be tracking what I do and explaining how I feel. And then we'll be doing like little check-ins here and there. And at the very end, we'll be doing a like full before and after. I already filmed before. I have my weight and I have my measurement. Also, this is kind of like vulnerable for me. I don't really want to post what I look like without like filters and posing in a flattering workout outfit. So yeah. Hopefully by the end of this I feel a lot better about it, and I'm happy to share that part. Yeah, we're gonna do good. Also, I'm still sick too, and I was like, maybe I should put it off. But then I was like, bitch, you were sick in the club. Like you had a cough in the club. You can't go run. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go do my 45-minute outdoor workout. Then we have a 45-minute indoor workout. Oh, and also for the diet plan, if anybody cares, my diet plan is essentially just like eating clean. I am tracking my calories. I'm in like a slight deficit. I don't want to go too hard in the deficit, especially if we're doing a workout plan like this. And then I'm focusing on my protein intake, just making sure I get around like 120 grams of protein a day, and that should be good. But 75 days of that, that's what's hard about this. The individual thing is not hard, but doing it for 75 days without a slip up is gonna be tough. I think the hardest thing for me is gonna be, honestly, well, the outdoor workout's gonna be kind of rough, but once I get myself into a routine, I'm usually pretty good at being consistent with workouts. I think it's gonna be tough for me not to drink, only because of like the social settings I'm in a lot, and it's like I want to have a drink with my friends, or like I stream on Twitch, and a lot of times we drink and play games. So it's like, now I'm not. Now I'm gonna be the sober one. Well, okay, let's do this. I'm still not admitting to a crime. Well, I ran about, I think about 3 miles, which is really great, better than I thought I would do. However, about 5 minutes left in my run. My headphones, well, so they died. They died. And so I was like, okay, whatever. Let me take them off, and I was gonna go like this. And it said, they both snapped. What, why? Because of the cold? I have another workout to do in like an hour. What the? Fuck yourself. Okay, so anyways, but you know what? I performed better than I thought I would, given that I'm sick. I just basically binge drank for 4 days with my friends in Vegas, and I haven't run in like 9 months, besides like maybe a mile. And I'm sick. Did I already say that? I don't remember, but it was actually kind of nice. I kind of enjoyed being outside running. So maybe it's just that running on a treadmill is what I hate, but being out there felt great, not gonna lie. Except for there's some spots in my neighborhood that are like pure ice, and I almost embarrassed myself really badly in front of some cars and some dogs. Next step is I need to get something to eat, order some headphones, and go pick them up before my next workout. Cool, but I feel great and energized. And look, there's a lizard on the table. Fuck. All right, I just got back from my workout. I actually hit leg day because I'm a psychopath apparently, but it went really well, which I kind of expect today to not be hard because I am very like motivated at the beginning of getting back into working out and stuff. So like, I think day 1 is gonna be pretty motivated. I think that this week I'm gonna probably feel pretty motivated. I'm expecting to crash out at week 3. But they do say after 3 weeks of habits, or after 3 weeks of doing something, it becomes a habit. So hopefully the motivation lasts longer than I expect, and we can get to week 3 where everything becomes a habit. I do have to like add in streaming and filming other videos into this, so it's gonna be like a little bit harder. Today was more about like the 75 hard and less about my other job. So it's gonna be a little bit more difficult going forward, but today was a positive start to 75 hard. The only thing I have left on the list is reading, which I'm gonna do tonight, and then I need to do some research and find a book that I want to read. I think so. If it's 10 days or 10 pages a day, it's gonna be 750 pages, which is gonna be like, that's like 10 self-help books because they're all like kind of small. So maybe I'll find a thick one, or I'll just read an encyclopedia because it can be nonfiction too. But cool. Day 1. I don't know when the next check-in's gonna be. Maybe if something significant happens, either I'm gonna do little check-ins, or I'm gonna do like a big check-in at 25 days and then 50 and then 75. We'll see. Well, you guys will know before I know. So you guys will know literally in 2 seconds what's next. All right, it's literally day 3. I got to day 3 without yapping. I kind of had an epiphany about like why I'm doing this and like why it works. Cause like the first day, like me explaining why I'm doing it is like, I wanted to prove to myself that I could do it and I want to be healthier, which is like, yeah, I guess. But then 2 things happened that like really made me understand why this works and like why this works for me in particular. So first thing is you have to pick a book to read, and it has to be either nonfiction or like self-help, which I'm not gonna read a book about a dinosaur. Well, I'm at like maybe like day 50 when I'm like really enlightened already and I don't need any more help. But for now, I am reading a book, and it's about like building habits, which I thought was a good first read during like the first part of this, when none of this is in my like daily routine yet. And it basically talked about how like the best way to build a habit is just by repetition. You have to do something every single day, or just like all the time consciously before it becomes subconscious, where it's like putting your seatbelt in the car is now subconscious. You don't think about it. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna put my seatbelt on because I sat down in my car. And then the next thing that happened, so I was just like, I took that and I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. You have to like do stuff over and over and over, and then it becomes just like what you do. And then I saw a TikTok, because they're listening and they know that I'm doing 75 hard, and it was a TikTok about why you shouldn't do 75 hard. And I was like, this is interesting, so let me watch. And the girl was like, don't do 75 hard, just have a healthy lifestyle. And I was like, but a healthy lifestyle, like going from an unhealthy lifestyle to a healthy lifestyle is essentially a series of habits that you have to build, where it's like, don't order DoorDash, make food at home, drink a bunch of water, go to the gym like 3-5 times a week. And so when you do 75 hard, I understand that like working out 7 days a week or like, I guess 75 days straight, and it's not just like a workout, it's like 2 workouts, 75 days straight. That's not a healthy lifestyle. However, that is going to like beat into your brain that working out is a part of your life now. It is not like after 75 days of drinking that much water, of cooking at home and eating healthy and going to the gym, it is going to turn into your lifestyle because of that. It takes 21 days to build a habit, and so then you do 21 days, it's now a habit. You do 75 days, it's now your life. And I'm not suggesting that you should continue to do it after, but the repetition of 75 hard is what works. It's what turns it into your life. And then like afterwards, you learn how to balance your life. But these things become normal. Like waking up in the morning and filling up your water bottle and then walking around with it all day. Not going, oh, I'm hungry, let me open the DoorDash app. Instead of going, oh, I'm hungry, let me like just make a quick meal that I've learned how to make that's healthy and quick. Whenever I'm getting in shape, I have like these really fast meals that I know how to make already that are really good for me. And so if that becomes just like what I do, then it becomes your lifestyle. So doing 75 hard is not about like a fast track to getting in shape. It helps, sure. And it's also not about like proving to yourself that you can do it. Again, those are like bonuses. It's about reshaping who you are and what your daily habits are. And I had like that epiphany. That's why I'm talking to you guys on day 3. God, imagine how enlightened I'm gonna be at day 75. I'm gonna start a cult. No, I'm not. Well, I don't know. Who knows? Only the person editing this video knows what's happened. I'm just sitting here day 3. Also, I've lost 5 pounds already. Most of it's water weight for sure, because when I started this, it's the day after a Vegas trip where I basically went on a 4-day bender with my friends where like we're just eating burgers and pizza and fries and shit. So, but I'll take it. I'm like, yeah, I lost 5 pounds. Bro, good luck finding my waist after this is done. Call out the search party. Nowhere to be found. Nice. Well, it's day 8. I just finished a week. I also just finished leg day, and I'm really busy. So I'm just gonna chat about what I've learned and like little things that I found interesting after my first week while I cook. I'm just going to cook some onions and some ground turkey, and then I have some leftover veggies and stuff I'm going to put in it. It's a lot of ground turkey, so I'm kind of cooking it for the next couple of days, kind of meal prepping. The reason I'm doing this while I'm cooking is because one thing I've learned is that time is extremely valuable. And now that I'm like in this level of strictness with like habit forming, essentially, like this comes first, this is priority number 1. My time has just become like very limited with what I have time to do and what I don't have time to do. So like even filming has just been hard. I filmed a 2-hour video today, and then it bled into my workout time, which is now going to bleed into another video that I'm supposed to film today, which means my stream is going to be put off until a little bit later, which is fine. It's okay. Like I'm learning that that's okay. It's fine, Bailey. Don't be so OCD. One thing that I learned yesterday that I like loved and really, really made me excited for the rest of this was I did have some free time yesterday because the roads like were really terrible, so I did a workout at home instead of like going to the gym. And then I had like an hour or something before stream, or before I had to even get ready for stream, I think. And the first thing that popped into my brain was like, like what self-care things can I do? And I'm like, I'm already doing this 75 hard thing, which is like extreme self-care in the form of pain and suffering. And then I was like, maybe I have a face mask I can do. Or like, like maybe I could do some laundry. Maybe I should clean a little bit. So it already like put me in a mode of like loving myself and taking care of myself in my free time. Whereas in my free time, I used to spend that. Finally, I can just do absolutely nothing, which is fine too. And I do think that that is self-care. But For me, that's laziness, and I know myself when I don't want to do something, or if I'm just like want to be lazy, it is because I want to be lazy, not because I've been working so hard and I deserve a break. Probably because I'm just exhausted from literally doing nothing. Anyways, that was epic, and it kind of proves the point that I made in the last clip that this whole thing is about forming habits that are gonna just like serve you once the 75 days are done. And that being like, it's now a habit for me to think about what am I doing and is it taking care of me or is it destructive? And in both ways, like, you know, like if my friends want to go out drinking, I don't have to go, oh, is that taking care of myself if I drink? Sometimes it is. Sometimes it is to like go let loose. That is taking care of yourself. But to put myself first and how I feel and like what it's going to do for me, having that in the forefront of my mind is kind of a first for me. Anyways, I think the next check-in is going to be at day 25. So I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Ab check. Okay, hey, guys, it's day 25. That's 10. 25. We made it 25 days. I kind of want to do like maybe like a what I eat in a day or like a day in my life of 75 hard. I would have started earlier. It's 7:30 in the morning. I woke up at 6. This is something I want to talk about that is an incredible side effect of 75 hard. Like I just talked about for you guys, it was a couple weeks ago. A side effect of 75 hard is that you want to be productive in every aspect of your life. When you have free time, you're like, how can I level up? How can I do something for myself? And that has caused me to be waking up at like 6 or 7 a.m. every single day and recording YouTube videos, which has led to me getting partnered on YouTube. I guess not like in a couple weeks because it has been a work in progress, but I have a lot of green up arrows on my analytics page, which is incredible. And I think that that's just me being productive and like believing in myself. There have been a lot of really good things that have been happening to me just because I've kind of started investing in myself in every aspect of life, not just doing 2 workouts a day, eating healthy, and not drinking alcohol. What are the other ones? Reading. The reading has been really good. I think that that's a big part of it, is make sure you're getting an actual self-help book that you need. Mine, the first one I was reading, was about habits and how to like build a habit. This changed my life because you're reading it and it's basically telling you that habits are formed based on your perception of yourself. Bad habits or good habits. So like a lot of bad habits are based on like self-hate and self-doubt, and you're going like, well, just a lazy person, that's just who I am. As opposed to going like, yep, well, I wake up at 6 a.m. to film because that's just who I am. I just, you know, I'm a hard worker. I want to get stuff done. So I wake up early in the morning so that I can do that. And that's, you have to like actively change that. And that's what I've been doing is like, yeah, I work out twice a day. Yeah, I also make YouTube videos. Yeah, I also stream 4 hours a night. And I've started like making my bed in the morning. And I also had to implement a habit for this book. So like the book is like, pick a habit that you want to implement. And like, obviously I'm doing 75 hard. So I'm not going to pick any of those habits because they're non-negotiables basically. So the one I've been doing is making my bed and doing laundry in the morning. It's as like a duo habit. So like, I'm like tired, I'm making my bed, and then I have a basket of clothes to put in the laundry. I know what you're thinking. Bailey, don't you just have one outfit that you'd need to wash because it's just one day? No. When you do 2 workouts a day, and you film a YouTube video in the morning, and you stream at night, that's like 4 outfits. I have been doing laundry like it's nobody's business, bro. It's like I run a business. So I was like, I need this to be a thing because otherwise I'm gonna just have to buy clothes. Which I did buy some, so just it's fine. I had to. I really genuinely, like I had to buy some clothes. I haven't seen movement on the scale since week 1, but there's a lot of reasons for that. And I don't want to be the person who sits here and like justifies why I'm not seeing movement on the scale. Because some of it could be the fact that I'm like cutting, but in reality, I am recompositioning because I'm really trying to build muscle at the same time as lose fat, which just recompositions your body, which means you're going to see less movement on the scale. And then also I'm working out every day, so my
body is probably holding on to a lot of water just for like recovery purposes, and that's why you're supposed to drink so much water on this. So I'm trying not to get in my head about it, but I think a really good way of measuring my success is I want to later today, like maybe before my stream, I'm trying to think of time, because like barely have any time to film this, but we're making it happen because I'm the type of person that makes shit happen. So what I want to do later is try on some clothes that maybe were a little bit unflattering or ill-fitting a few weeks ago, because I think that that'll help. I have technically lost 5 pounds in the last, it's like what, 3.5 weeks, 25 days, but most of it was in the beginning, and I think that that was like from my Vegas trip. I was holding on to a lot of extra weight, and then like suddenly I start going on runs after going on a 4-day bender. But I'm trying not to get in my head, but I also don't want to be the person who makes excuses and doesn't make changes. So one thing I'm going to be changing is just being a little bit stricter with my diet and not being so like lenient with, oh yeah, that looks like it's about 3/4 of a cup, or like, oh yeah, that's about a tablespoon. Like actually measuring it out and just seeing if it makes any difference. And then also for my cardio, this one, you guys, don't get mad at me because you don't fucking live in Alaska. For my second workout, the 45-minute outdoor workout, I've had to do a lot of it indoors. And some of you guys are gonna say, well, that's not 75 hard then. Well, it has been like 2 degrees out, or we had like severe windstorms, and I'm not trying to get hit by a tree. So what I've been doing is tagging on 45 minutes of cardio every day, whether it's walking, Stairmaster, biking, running. I just kind of base it on what I do for my first workout. Anyways, I've been yapping for a long time, and I just wanted to refill my coffee. And I don't even know where my coffee cup is. I'm fucking breaking out everywhere. And that's because it's Shark Week. And that actually, I know that that's kind of too much information, but hold on. Hold on, I'm a professional camera operator. It'll make sense in a second. It is day 57 of 75 hard. I was going to update you guys on day 50. I told you guys that before, like 2 seconds ago probably. The reason I didn't is because I had a plan for day 50 that I couldn't do. I was not at my house. I was about to start Shark Week. Again, that'll make sense in just a second. I will explain. And lastly, I injured my thumb. Again, this is all gonna come together in just a second. So my plan for day 50 was to try on clothes and get rid of stuff that doesn't fit me anymore and get rid of stuff that I just don't like on myself. Because I found that I do this thing where I buy clothes because I like the idea of it. And then I hoard the clothes because I'm like, well, once I'm skinnier, surely I'll like this clothes on me. And I don't think that's the case. I think there's some things I don't like on myself, but I like the idea of the clothes. Like I like the idea of low-rise jeans, but they don't work on my body type. Like they just doesn't look right on me. And I also realized this. I realized this actually at the gym because I was feeling really good at the gym, like every single day going. I was in a cute outfit. I was feeling myself, working hard. And then one day, all my laundry was dirty. So I'm like doing laundry and I'm like, okay, well, let me grab just like these, leggings and a tank top. And I went to the gym and I hated what I looked like. And I was like, there's no way that I just gained 10 pounds overnight. No. I just didn't know how to dress myself properly. Or it's more like I'm wearing clothes that I don't like on myself, which is just terrible for your mental. It's just not gonna look right on everybody. I'm not a Pilates princess, so wearing Pilates clothes doesn't look great on me. Anyways, and that brought me to the idea that I need to get rid of a bunch of clothes that I don't think look good on me and have a more minimalistic wardrobe for now of clothes that are all foolproof. I like the way they look on me because then you avoid the whole wearing stuff, putting stuff on, trying clothes on for a night out or whatever, and never finding anything and going back to your, white t-shirt and jeans. Because sometimes what you think looks good on you is all you need in your closet. You don't need the stuff that looks good on other people, because I understand you like the idea of it, and that's what I do. But like having found stuff that I like the way it looks on me and I really like the way I present when I wear those clothes has made such a huge difference in my confidence just in the last couple weeks. Anyways, it's also a good way of measuring progress without weight, because my weight has really not changed much. But I feel like I look different. At least, I mean, I don't look different in the face because, like I said, it's the morning. I didn't put on any makeup and I'm breaking out a little bit. Whatever. We're going to try on some clothes and get rid of clothes that don't serve me. Serve. work. I'm trying to set my camera up in a spot where you can see me. Beautiful. Oh, no, I lost a shoe. Anyways, I didn't explain what I meant by the whole being on Shark Week and also my thumb being hurt and not being able to film this, because that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to you guys. I bloat like a fuck ton before Shark Week is here. And then, so I didn't want to like be trying on clothes while I'm super bloated, because then they're gonna fit wrong and I'm gonna spiral. And then the thumb thing, it's kind of hard to put tight women's jeans on when you have a sprained thumb. I couldn't do anything actually for like a week. So day 57, whatever, we're trying on clothes, getting rid of stuff I don't like. And I also want to try some stuff on that I was wearing like right before I started 75 Hard and see like the difference. So like outfits from Vegas is a good one. Yeah, so we're gonna do that. I'm just gonna start organizing some stuff and grabbing things I want to try on, and then I will come out here with an outfit on. Okay, the first category is pants, because that's like my biggest tell is like when my waist is loose and my ass is tight. No, but anyways, first pair of pants are pants I actually ordered. I don't remember what size I ordered, but they feel a little loose, but I think they're meant to be baggy. They're like cargo pants. Or like carpenter pants. Yeah, they are really big on me. I'm also gonna just style everything with like this white t-shirt. I feel like that makes it easier. Yeah, whoops, I guess. These are huge on me. I want you guys to be able to see the whole pair. But yeah, look, real big. But they're meant to be like kind of loose pant and like a baggy fit. So I'm happy with that. I'm gonna keep these. I'm gonna look at them in the mirror. Actually, I think maybe I move a mirror right in front of us. So you can't see it, but I can. Bonk. Moving mirror sounds. Can you just maybe fucking stay upright? Thank you. Oh, I need it to like be turned towards me. Yeah, I really like these pants. They're really cute. Like I would wear like this outfit. Next pair of pants. Okay, next. I have two, they're like the same. I think they're the same. I don't remember. But I got two pairs of cargo jeans, not carpenter, cargo. Dark jeans. I was gonna say dark black, but they're not. They're light black. They're like gray, dark gray and green pants. I got these not very long ago and they fit, but I don't remember how they fit. And I've not worn anything besides athletic clothing in the last 57 days. So we're gonna put these on real quick. They're like the same, but I'm gonna try both of them on just in case they're not like exactly the same. These are also size 8s, which I used to wear like 8 to 10 depending. It's hard with pants because like when I'm working out, my ass gets fatter. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, these fit pretty good. I wish they were a little longer, but I kind of got long legs. I mean, I actually really like the way these fit. I could use a little bit, like, not to like poke at myself, but during this journey, I've like kind of learned a lot about losing fat and gaining muscle and stuff. And so I'm excited about the future. This is just like a Kickstarter to where I'd like to be, is what I'm saying. And it's really nice that I can go, okay, like I like the way these look, and I think they'll look even better just once I'm maybe even done with this process, right? I have 3 weeks left, but I really like the way these fit. I want you guys to be able to see. They're really cute. I really like them. Oh, and they just fit so nice. And these are not high rise. That is what I want to talk about, because I literally won't wear anything that's not above my belly button, or I wouldn't at least. And I really like these. This is a W. So yeah, and the purpose of this was also to like make myself feel a little bit better about the fact that I'm not like losing weight, but like things are still happening when you're not losing weight. I don't know if I like this lighting. Not that great. Another drink, and let's try the green ones on. Boop. Stuff I like. Go. Nice. Ow. I also wanted to go like shopping once I got done with all this, but we'll see. Really, I just want to get rid of a bunch of shit. Ooh, these ones are a little tighter on the waist. But again, that is like where I'm trying to lose weight anyways. They're comfortable everywhere else. Well, it's also, I mean, it's also part of, I'm still on Shark Week, so I'm still bloating a little bit. But these will just start to fit better and better. I think I like the way the other ones fit me. Whoa, quiet down. I like the way the other ones fit me better. However, I look like Kim Possible. Ow! I'm stepping on all kinds of shit. That's hurting me. My hair is also crazy. I shouldn't be doing that. That's one thing I need to work on. I shouldn't even be pointing out like, oh, my hair's a mess. Oh, I have pimples. I should just like not fucking say anything, right? The reason I say shit though is because it's like, I'm aware that I did not get ready for this video. But that's what my vlogs I want to be. I want them to be a little bit more flowy and a little less perfect, because not a damn thing about me is perfect except for my ass. Next! Now is a quick side quest. These are not jeans. I said I was doing pants. These are pants. These are like linen pants that I wore in Hawaii at a time where I actually thought I looked pretty good. But looking back, I definitely feel like I look better now. So I'm hoping that I really like these now. And then these are some like, I don't know what the fuck to call them, track pants that I wore in Vegas recently. And I didn't love the way they looked on me, and I wore them with this shirt, I believe. But, so we're just gonna see if I like them better. I don't think this lighting is good. Hold on, wait, let me get one of my big lights. Big light coming through, big light, hold on, big light. Does that make it better? Oh my gosh, so much better. I look like an angel. No, I love these pants. Wow. What's in my pocket? A Splenda packet. Like when I wore these in Hawaii, I was like, nah, they're kind of cute over my swimsuit. It's fine. And now I'm like, guys, I accidentally got hot. And I'm just gonna keep getting hotter, so you guys better fucking watch out. Okay, track pants. Yay! I was hoping to get rid of a lot of stuff because I'm sorry, I'm changing. I was hoping to get rid of a lot of stuff because then I have more room for stuff. But we're just gonna have to take these dubs. Okay, track pants, rack pants. I mean, this is kind of the same vibe. I will say, in Vegas, I was like pulling them up to here because I was so self-conscious about the bottom part of my belly. But like now I can wear them where they're supposed to sit, which is like 2 inches under my belly button. And they look like good. Like, I be looking good. Womp. Time for some jeans. I am missing one pair of jeans. Don't know where they're at. I'm not too worried about it though, because they're like my favorite pair of jeans and I've had them for so long and they fit me in basically every body style I am. So even if they're a little big right now, then they're a little baggy. But not worried about them. These are jeans that sometimes look good on me, sometimes don't. First pair, these are kind of cool. They've got like a little flap. I love a good flap. I really should have cleaned up the background. Sorry, there's like a pile of shit over there. But like I said, vlogs are supposed to be realistic. Okay, let's see if I like these. I wore these like a year ago. Almost exactly, I feel like. Oh, it was exactly a year ago. They look so different on me now. It is so weird. Like, I think I weigh the same as I did a year ago, but these pants fit so different. Like 75 hard I thought was going to basically just like make me drop a bunch of weight, which I was ready to include muscle on that. But in actuality, I'm just completely recompositioning my entire body. So like, by that I mean like I weigh the same. Like, I have barely lost any weight, but I feel and look so different in my opinion. And then we still have 3 weeks. And after the 3 weeks, I'm not doing 75 hard, where like, I can't drink, I have to read a book, or whatever, all those rules. But I'm gonna be continuing to like, I wanna make sure I get my steps in every day, and I wanna make sure that I'm going to the gym, even on days where it's like, it's a little bit harder or whatever. So like, I just can't even imagine what is gonna happen in, you know, a month or 2, 3 months, like through the summer. Cause like summertime, I'm also way more active, obviously, cause it's warmer outside and you wanna be outside and you wanna be doing activities. But like, this is making me so happy. I'm actually so excited. And I appreciate you guys watching. You guys watching. Clink. I gotta go to the gym after this. So this is another size 8 here. I don't know what those are, probably 8. But listen, sizing actually doesn't mean shit. Okay, so this is not made for my body, I don't think, because these are size 8s. This is a low rise, but they're so loose around my waist that it like looks incorrect. I feel like these don't make me feel good about myself. And I think it's just like low-rise jeans that are straight. It gives me like no curves anymore. I'm getting rid of these because I just don't like the way they look on me. And then these are like low-rise gray jeans. So I'm kind of expecting the same result. Yeah, I just don't think that these are very flattering on me. I don't know. Again, and I'm doing it in my head where I'm like, well, if I was, you know, had a couple more inches off my waist, they'd look good. I don't think they would. I also think, okay, here's what I think about low-rise jeans. On me, personally. I don't have super long legs. Like, my proportions, I think I have like a longer torso and shorter legs. So wearing low-rise jeans makes me look like I'm not proportionate. And it doesn't look that bad right here because you're not seeing my whole legs. But maybe if I come back here, like, it makes me look like stumpy. So like from a fashion standpoint, these just like don't suit my body. I don't think it's because I'm like too fat to wear low rise. I think it's because they just don't suit me. All right, next is miscellaneous. I've got a pair of Dickies that I always talk about wearing and never wear. I have a pair of leather pants that I've actually worn in basically every body size I've ever been. And I think I like them always at the time. These are a pair of like work pants, I don't know, that I have worn and I really like. And then these are a pair of pants that I bought them for, what the hell is that fucking Austin City Limits. Bought them for that, but then I saw it was gonna be 90 degrees, didn't wear them. I don't even think I liked them on at the time. I was actually gonna, ooh, this is a good idea. I bought an outfit online and I did not like it when it came in. And then I saved it because I was like, maybe when I'm skinny, that whole bullshit. I still don't think it's gonna look right on me because I think the top is just genuinely too small for my body size. Like for my like, rib size, you know what I mean? Like my natural body. So we'll try that outfit on all together later. But we'll do these pants real quick. All right, Dickies. Somebody once told me that the folding down the Dickies makes it look like I'm wearing a button-up shirt on my pants, on my bottom. Okay. I mean, all reliable, cute little Dickies. This was like so in style a couple years ago, and I still kind of like them. I just haven't worn them in so long that I don't know where I would wear them. This one's like hard because I'm looking in the viewfinder and I look in the mirror and I like them, but I have not pulled them out of my dresser in like 3 years. So like, why am I keeping them? I don't know. I feel like I get rid of them. And if I ever join a band, I can buy a pair. Like, I feel like this is like something that I would wear. I'm like trying to think. I'm like, where would I wear? I mean, I guess I don't know. I say I would, but then I always go with something else. Okay, I have this thing, and I think there needs to be a name for it, where you try something on in the mirror and you look and you're like, this fit is so fucking fire. And then you get out into the real world and you don't see it on yourself anymore and you like crumble into a shell because you're like, I don't feel like it looks good anymore, and you don't present with confidence. These are kind of a pair of pants where I do that, where like I put them on and I'm like, people are gonna think I'm really cool because I'm wearing Dickies. And then I'm out and I'm like, oh my God, everybody knows that I do not wear Dickies. They all know that this is my first time wearing these pants in public. They don't look natural on me. Anyways, I don't know if anybody relates. So that's another thing I'm trying to like heal inside of my brain. Okay, next is, we'll do the leather pants. Fun. Whew, I feel it. Had to stretch them a little bit to get them to button. But they're really stretchy, which is the nice thing. All right, let's see how sexy I look. Yeah, see, I'm spilling out a little bit. But a lot of that is like not even fat though. And I will say, this part is pretty flat, which is really nice. Damn, I still kind of look hot. This is just a little bit of a... The next time I wear these is gonna be, again, like when I go to Vegas or something. I don't know. Do I even like these anymore? Kinda. I kinda do. They're kinda sick. My gut tells me to keep them because I have worn them. Like when deciding between things, I've worn them, you know? I would wear this with like the t-shirt. You just want to be like kind of comfy. Although, what shoes do I wear? I guess like tennis shoes? Like I've got my cute little, where are they? Oh my gosh, like you wear these with them. Would that not be the cutest? Oh my gosh, we're gonna try this on. So yeah, this would be like, oh guys, we're gonna go get like, go to this cute little pasta place. Nothing like super upscale where you have to wear like heels and shit, but you want to look like you put yourself together. Coming back here. Can you guys even see? Okay. The next category is shorts, skirts. Let's do shorts and skirts. We'll talk about dresses in a minute. Okay, I kind of have a lot of skirts and shorts, so we're gonna run through them very quickly. I don't know why I have so many pairs, because I live in Alaska. I guess it's from when I lived in Texas. First is this long skirt that I've never liked on myself and I've kept for no reason. What I would pair it with is, again, those like sneakers. Like, I feel like it's like a skirt with a t-shirt type of deal. Not fancy, because I saw like a cute outfit on Pinterest that I wanted to recreate, and then I didn't like it on myself, but I kept it anyways. Again, don't know why. You still don't like it. I think it's because I have hip dips. And then this is like really elastic, so this is like sucks you in. And then I'm not like round. I'm like, I have a little bit more square to me. So it's like kind of hard. Like, this just doesn't fit right. I don't like it. I don't like the way it fits me. If I was wearing this out in public, I wouldn't feel like me. And I think that that's a big thing for me. I went through like phases of kind of like trying to be what I think I should be, or what I think other people think I should be. But in reality, when I dress like myself, like when I wear things that make me feel like me, I'm just like way more confident and way more comfortable in who I am. And I have way less like personality dysmorphia, body dysmorphia, stuff like that. So this is gonna go, and we're gonna keep trying stuff on. Yeah, that's like, there's so much, it's so loose on the like stomach part. Like, that's so crazy. I almost need it to be like taken in a little bit. Yeah, this skirt is like unreliable. It is just so hot. And then even when you wear it with like when you're feeling a little chunkier or a little softer, it just looks fucking good. It's just so perfect. It gives the illusion that I don't have hip dips, because it's got like a lot of fabric right here, and it just looks perfect. I mean, there's a little bit of looseness here, but like, I can't get rid of this skirt. You'll have to pry it out of my cold, dead hands. And now I have a skirt. Well, they are tight, but they are not as tight as they were the first time I tried them on, where I was like, girl, I am kind of smooshing out the top here. Yeah, I think this is another time where it's like, in a month or two, this is gonna be an insane look, in which if I go out in public, I will cause car crashes. So I'm gonna keep it. Okay, we're starting with the pair that I feel less confident in, so I can end on a pair that I feel confident in. I just don't think that these are gonna fit. I think even when I bought these, they didn't fit, but I kept them because I was hoping they would fit someday. I really think it's just the fabric, the material is like so unforgiving. Hey, I got them on. Now let's see if we can get them buttoned. Also, I'm obsessed. I love these shorts. They're really tight around the stomach. So, okay, hold on. They actually kind of fit me. Wait a second. I mean, I kind of got a front wedgie, but they fit me, and I don't feel like button is gonna come flying off and kill somebody. I got a front wedgie and a back wedgie, a little bit. And like, I can't really, what's my mobility like? Whoa, good mobility. I don't imagine there's a whole lot of ventilation in here. But they fit, and this is the first time they fit, like, ever. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Hold on, I'm gonna stand back here. See, and this is also kind of sexy safari. All right, now the pants that I'm more confident will fit me. Yeah, these are good. This is like ice cream date with my super hot rich boyfriend that I don't have. Actually, I'm the super hot rich boyfriend. I just stepped on something that felt like it stabbed me. I literally yesterday was like, in 55 days, I've made no progress. That was what was going on in my head. I'm not kidding. This is the fucking best way to track your progress is clothes. Pictures, videos, sure, fine. Weight, maybe measure yourself, great. Dude, wear clothes that you couldn't wear 2 months ago. Use clothes, buy clothes that are a little too small for you. Work out, work your ass off for 2 months. Put the clothes on. I could literally fucking kick a child right now. I won't, because that's illegal and rude. Let's go. Okay, I want to try on some dresses now. Okay, I got 2 dresses. This one I was able to wear and I wore out on the last trip I was on. The last trip I was on that I felt good about myself, which was Hawaii for my birthday last year. I did, like I said, I did like the way it fit at the time, but it still was kind of tight. So we're gonna try it on. The other one I bought in hopes to do like a Valentine's Day shoot for passes, and I could barely get the thing on, so I didn't wear it. Okay, so yeah. So give me just a second, I'm gonna put this on and come out. Side note, I would like to say that I'm happy I didn't do this when I hurt my thumb. My thumb is like sore from putting on clothes. I can't imagine what it would have been like when I like didn't have my thumb. Sorry, I'm fixing my boobs. Okay, this is the one that I wore in Hawaii and like it fit fine. I don't really have anything to compare it to because it fit me the last time I wore it and I haven't tried it on since. I remember when I bought it, it was like, I couldn't breathe in it, and I saved it for Hawaii, and then it fit in Hawaii. I feel like it fits better now, more comfortably now, because, I don't know. I just really like, I think that this is just a really fucking cute dress. Like a cute little, like I would wear this like in Italy with my super rich boyfriend. Grr! Beep, 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 beep. That's my Vespa. Beep. And now we're gonna try on the dress that I fought for my life to barely get on. And I don't even think it stayed on, and I was gonna take pictures in. This was a month ago, mind you. So probably still won't fit, but we're gonna try. Well, I can confidently say that this was still a nightmare to get on, but less of a nightmare. And that's progress. Like in a month, it's less of a nightmare to get on. This is actually kind of cute. I don't think I would ever wear this in public unless I was going to a masquerade ball. Like I said, I was gonna use this for like a shoot for passes, which I still think would be pretty cute. So I guess wait until next year. I really like this on me though. And I didn't think I would because the first time I had such a mental breakdown over it. This looks like shit right here up in the camera, but you know, if I take it back to Princess Land over here. Bink. And I like wearing stuff that makes me feel a little bit more feminine, a little bit more girly, because I don't do it a lot. I'm very Adam Sandler most of the time. So, with the tattoos, it's kind of sick. It's kind of cool. I kind of feel like a vampire. Okay, what's next? Oh, I need to try on that stupid fucking outfit. The one that I bought for Austin City Limits. Yeah, good luck. This one's gonna be painful. This one's gonna hurt. I also don't think that this is a cute outfit. I ordered it in 2 separate pieces because I thought it would be cute, and then it got here and I didn't love it. But maybe I didn't love it because of, it's still, this is what I fucking hated. This right here. When it is buttoned all the way down. If I pull these up and it covers that, it's kind of a sick fit. This is actually kind of a fucking sick fit. Wait, okay, so the vision I had was right. I just was wrong. Also, I would have been sweating my dick off in this. It was 95 degrees. This is pleather. So when I tried it on and when I was gonna wear it, I unbuttoned the bottom like 3 or something, and it kind of takes the pressure off of your body, like this part. I like the way this looks now. Not gonna lie. This is not my favorite thing ever, but people aren't gonna go, oh my gosh, she's way too fat to be wearing that. Like, it's just not a thing. But wait, I feel like I can kind of keep these. Also the pants, but I don't know what shirt I would actually wear with this in like a normal setting. This looks like if I rode a motorcycle. I do not look like I ride motorcycles. This top is sick. And look at, and the tattoo. Ah, boys, girls, stop beating down my door. I'm happily single. Stop. Okay. I'm getting ready to go to the gym, so I just have gym clothes on. I don't even like these fucking leggings. Why am I wearing them? This is another case of like, I didn't have anything clean and I'm just going to the gym to do cardio. So I was like, whatever, I don't care what I wear. And I'm like, I'm gonna go to the gym and fucking hate what I'm wearing. I really liked these when I bought them. This is so contradicting to what this whole segment was about wearing stuff that makes me feel good. And I'm about to not do that. But genuinely, I literally just need to go get on the treadmill for a little bit for one of my workouts today. So I guess it doesn't matter. But this whole thing was a lot different than I thought. It was very shocking in a good way. Like everything that I put on, I actually like would wear out. There's just some things that like I just didn't love. Anyways, But this is also a great motivator for the next, how long do I have? Less than 20 days. But it also gives me a lot of like motivation for me to continue these lifestyle choices and these lifestyle changes, because they're obviously making a huge difference in how I look and how I feel about myself. So this was great. Whatever. I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, first of all, I'm really sorry about the sound quality. I forgot my mic, so it's gonna be the camera sound quality, which is kind of shitty. I talked about wanting to film a bad day during 75 Hard. I don't even remember if I did or not, but I'm having a bad day. And by that, I don't mean like, you know, I spilled my coffee on my keyboard and then a cat shit in my cereal. What I mean is like my self-image is like really fucking terrible. I hadn't looked at any of the footage from 75 Hard until this morning. And I was kind of expecting like to see somebody I didn't really like in the beginning and have it slowly transition to somebody I do like. Considering yesterday I filmed the segment you just watched, which is me trying on clothes, and I was on like a high from trying on the clothes because they all fit me and I thought I looked really good. And then editing it, I felt like I looked like garbage. Like I felt like I looked ginormous and like I have terrible posture and like what am I doing and like what am I thinking is kind of how it felt. And I know that it's like that's not necessarily real, but it's really hard when you're kind of like grappling between trying to decipher what reality is. Like, oh, I like myself in the mirror, but then I go and look at this footage and I feel like I look terrible. It's like, okay, well then what's real? Is it this terrible footage that's how people perceive me? Or is it how I look in the mirror? And you don't really know. And then when you are a person who has struggled with self-worth, you're going to automatically go, well, it must be the bad one. You know what I mean? And it's like when you take 100 selfies, 99 of them could be good and one's bad, and you just assume that you look like that picture and you look like that bad angle. And it's hard too, because like even talking now, I'm like kind of justifying what I'm saying, or I'm not justifying, I'm kind of like debunking what I'm saying. Like I'm basically saying like you obviously don't look like the worst version of yourself to other people, but I feel like I don't know, like today I just feel like, hey, fucking stupid. Like I feel dumb. Like I feel like I don't know what gave me the confidence to be like super proud of myself. I just want to speak candidly, by the way. I know that this is gonna like pass, but I really want to kind of open my brain up to you guys so you can understand what goes on up here. So maybe, I don't know, maybe it'll help people feel like they're not crazy or they do the same thing. But like, I feel like I should not have been allowed to be as confident as I've been these last like few weeks working out and being kind of a gym rat and posting a lot of progress pictures, because I see like one thing and I'm disgusted with myself and I'm like, you look like that, like what I want, like my goal seems so far away now. Like it seems like, okay, 2 months of hard work and you look the exact fucking same. And maybe I don't, and we're gonna find out obviously at the end when I get to see a side-by-side video and measurements and weight, whatever. But like in this present moment, all I feel is like shamefulness. And I'm going to the gym right now because I'm not gonna stop. There's only one way to get to the other side. There's only one way to get to where I want to be, and that's to continue going. So I'm not gonna respond by giving up and like going back to a place of like binge eating and drinking. But I feel like now I need to go to the gym in sweatpants and a hoodie and like not show myself and not show my body and like make sure that I'm not fucking delusional about what I look like. Because like I've been going to the gym wearing like almost nothing, thinking I'm the shit, and then suddenly I see what I actually look like on video And it's like sobering. It's very difficult to look at. And I'm having a hard time like even editing this vlog. I don't know. And it's not just like my body either. It's like I film myself without like makeup on and like with angles that are just not like perfect. And then I go back and edit and I'm like, God, that's what I look like, and it's just like it's really hard. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to film like my thoughts and a bad day so that people understand that there are like ups and downs and that like everybody is human and you're probably not the only one that feels this way. And hopefully like the next clip you see I have snapped out of whatever the fuck has happened to me today. But yeah, this is not a great day and I don't feel very good about myself. But I guess we're all human, and hopefully at the end of this I am proud of myself and can continue to work hard to become the person I want to be. And I guess this is part of it too, is like the person I want to be is not somebody who sits in a car and is sad. Man, fucking vlogging is so difficult. I don't think we were meant to, as humans, see our faces and bodies this much. And we were not supposed to focus this hard on what we look like. But goddamn, I'm on camera for a living. And I don't like the way I look. That shit sucks. Okay, bye. Yeah, sorry about that mental breakdown I had yesterday. I'm fine today. And that is a glimpse into my brain. Okay, it's like day 60. I've filmed 3 days in a row because I'm getting close to the end, so I'm probably just getting anxious. But I ordered something like halfway through this journey and it finally came in. You're looking at yourself. RingCon. It's like an Aura ring, but you don't have to pay a subscription and it just does a few less things, so it's a little bit cheaper. But I wanted something that could track my steps and my sleep and things like that. That wasn't an Apple Watch. No offense to Apple Watch users. I just feel like Apple Watches ruin outfits. Like I feel like I get like all dressed up and I look sick and then I'm wearing an Apple Watch. Like I just don't like it. And I don't like watches. I don't be wearing them. This is actually the ring. This is just the charger. Anyways, but it just finally came in. I'm very excited, so I'm doing a little unboxing. Beep. And also telling you guys I'm fine. I just like to have mental breakdowns. But it's good. It was a good release, and then it was a good, like, glimpse back into reality because I needed a little reality check yesterday. Oh, I'm so excited. I should have done, like, a million angles of this. Like, taking some B-roll or something. Focus. Focusing. Yeah, baby. Here we go. I'm very excited. I got the gold one. I was gonna do rose gold, but I'm afraid it's too rosy. I don't know. Like, the rose gold looks like the type of gold I wear with my rings, but if it comes and then it's, like, actually rose gold, I don't want that. Wait. Also made food. What the fuck? The first test. Get it out of the box. The second test is a riddle. There we go. It's so pretty. Ah! Did it come with a charger? And I bought a separate one? Well, that's tricky. Damn it. Well, I guess I'll see if I can return that. Look how pretty it is. No, that's a good gold. That's a good gold. I think it comes with a charging case. The thing was like, buy this and then buy a charger. And I was like, okay, well, duh, I need to buy a charger. It comes with a charger, so they tricked me. So I'm gonna see what the return policy is on that. Whoops. Hold on, I need to bite of my food. So funny, I had that mental breakdown yesterday. And then today I was feeling so good in the gym, I took like a million pictures of my abs. It's also because I continued to edit. That was why I got so upset, because I was editing like early footage. And then I was editing new footage. I'm eating too fast. I got the hiccups because I ate too fast. Oh my gosh. Anyways, I'm gonna keep hiccuping, just by the way. I continued to go look at footage from early in 75 hard and stuff now. And like, I'm not where I want to be in totality. Like, it's just not gonna take 2 months. Like, 2 months is not enough to fix years of kind of mistreating my body and being mediocre, right? It's gonna take longer than that. However, there has been a lot of changes in my face and my body and all that stuff. It's so pretty. Anyways. Oh, do I want it on this finger? Or I think I would just want it on my like pointer finger. Cool. But I just want to let you guys know I feel fine. I feel better. I'm eating. I went to the gym today, obviously. Because like I said, it's a non-negotiable. Of course I'm going to be at the gym today. I'm still gymming every single day. I'm still doing what I need to do. I'm still eating right. My coping mechanisms for when I feel like shit are not to go bingey and not to go drink, but rather to work harder. So that is a plus. That is a bonus. We are human. And we just got a little bit of whiplash from my hormones, is what we'll call it. But yeah, cool. We got a ring con. Just a little cute update. I'll let you guys know in day 75 if I like it, by the way. If I remember. If I don't, forget this ever happened. I'll see you guys on day 75. Bro, what are you looking at, old man? You should be in a box floating down the river, Grandma. Actually, she could probably hear me. Well, I hope not. Hold on, let's zoom. It is like 9 a.m. I'm at the gym. It's day 75 of 75 hard. So I made it. I'm doing my last workout. Very exciting. I'm about to show you guys the reveal. And then we're gonna talk about what I've learned, what I would do different maybe, and just some overall like tips if you guys are feeling like you want to do this or you want to get into shape or whatever. So here we go. All right, on the left is the start. I was 161 pounds. I ended it this morning at 153 pounds. So I don't know how much that is, 8 pounds. 8 pounds over 2.5 months is not that great, but I think there's reasons behind it. I think there's obvious weight loss and there's obviously like fat loss and toning that went down. I think the biggest thing to note in this before and after is my confidence levels. I'm obviously way more confident on the right, which is great, even though I don't look that different. I watched this back and I was like, I don't look that different, so relax. But even though the weight loss is not that much, it's like a little bit less than a pound a week, which if you're doing a calorie deficit, you can get up to 2 pounds a week lost. But the reason I didn't do that is kind of twofold. The first one is for 75 days straight doing like a intense deficit. It just isn't realistic for like my lifestyle. And then 2, my energy levels were crashing really, really hard doing 75 hard. Doing 2 workouts a day, you need so much energy, and energy literally comes from food. You can get energy from fat. That's how you lose fat, is like your body pulls the energy from fat, but you don't feel like more energized because you're taking fat off your body in the same way that you feel energized when you have a piece of toast before you work out instead of nothing. So upping my calories, I had to kind of sacrifice like the before and after drama for having energy to do 75 hard, because for me, after doing this, well, I guess I'm still technically doing it, but like day 75, I've kind of realized that this for me was not a like get fit quick thing, and it wasn't like a lose weight fast for summer thing. It was establishing new habits and establishing better habits and establishing a new lifestyle that is going to make me better in the long run. Because a lot of times when you do like fad diets or quick diets or like just lose fat quick type things, you gain it all back really quickly because it's not a habit. Like if you for a month eat in 1,000 calorie deficit every single day, I think that's somewhere around like 10 pounds of fat loss or something. Wait, I think it's like maybe 8 pounds of fat loss, but 8 pounds of like pure fat loss. Anyways, and you can lose even more. A lot of people do really extreme things, but it's not a lifestyle. So your body's like a rubber band. It's just gonna snap right back to what it's used to unless you do things for a long period of time and it becomes normal. So like I've established the habits of like getting water in the morning, reaching for water instead of soda, getting water at a restaurant instead of beer, knowing that I don't need alcohol to like have fun in social settings, which is really nice. Knowing I don't need alcohol to enjoy a movie in the evening or like to wind down. I don't need that stuff, because that was one of my bigger problems, was like, oh dude, a beer would be really nice while I watch this movie, or like a glass of wine. And there's nothing wrong with it, but to do it all the time and it becomes a habit, it becomes habitual, that's when it gets bad. And then also there's a lot of habits that I think everybody has where it's like, I just don't have time to work out today. I had no option, right? I made time. And it makes you understand and discover that there is always time to get in a workout, to get in your steps. So it establishes really good habits, and I have like a concern in my body that I'm going to go back to my old habits and just be like okay with this mediocrity that is my like fitness level. And before you guys are like, you're not mediocre, blah, 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 blah. It is like mediocre, it's very average. I'm a pretty average human. So my goal is to not be an average human, but that takes above average effort. And so establishing this as a baseline lifestyle and now going above and beyond past 75 hard is the goal. 75 hard was not the goal. 75 hard was the jump start to creating the type of person I want to be. And I think that it's done that. Hold on, I have a notes list on my phone so I don't forget things. All right, some tips. If I was restarting today, this is what I would do. Not necessarily differently, but this is what I would do. One of the biggest things is I would make a weekly grocery list with snacks and planned meals. When you don't have planned meals or you don't have planned snacks, you have to go either don't eat or you have to pull an audible and eat something that's not really nutritious. And that can make you feel kind of guilty and not great about yourself. A lot of times I just like wouldn't eat. Another thing is that I kind of got like the tools later, because I did this on a whim. I got off of an airplane and was like, tomorrow I'm doing 75 hard. It's exactly what I did. I got this ring, right? I got my ring that tracks my steps and my sleep and stuff in the last like few weeks, the last 3 weeks of 75 hard. And if I feel like if I had it earlier, I would have done better, because I would have had less assumptions being made where I was like, oh yeah, I think I got my steps in, but I maybe didn't. And I got plenty of sleep, but like I probably didn't. And then I also got like running shoes and stuff. So have the tools, like be prepared, give yourself like the best chance to go full out every single day. The next one is don't look at the scale too much. If you're working out every single day, your body is going to be retaining a lot of water, because water retention is what happens when your body is preparing to like recover, when you're recovering muscles. So if you have like a really big lift, or if you run like 3 miles or 4 miles or whatever, your body's gonna hold on to water, because that's what helps your body heal. So the scale is gonna look kind of crazy and wonky, especially for women, because also we have like the hormonal that makes us hold on to water different times of the month, and it's just all a mess. Don't look at the scale too much. I really got in my head about the scale. Don't do that. Just don't look at, you can weigh yourself before and weigh yourself after, but don't be looking at it every single day, because it's just useless. Basic. It's not useless, but if you know you get in your head about that stuff, don't look at it, because you're just gonna get discouraged, and we don't want that. Also, don't have high expectations for physical results. I am not usually an advocate for telling people not to have high expectations. I hate when people say that, especially fitness wise. What I mean is, when you are doing something like this, like I just said, it is about creating the habits. It's not about the before and after. There is a before and after, and you will see results, but don't expect yourself to like just absolutely shred your body and like look perfect, dream body after 75 days. That's just not how it's gonna work, unless you are already in a position to do that and you're using 75 hard as like a cut. But you shouldn't be doing that as a cut anyways, because your body really needs rest to recover. So 75 hard is not good for people who need to rest. I needed to rest. It's not that I shouldn't have done 75 hard. I needed to do it to beat these habits into my brain. So I'm not upset that I didn't do it. I'm excited now to be able to rest at my discretion, because I definitely need more of that, more rest and recovery for what I'm trying to do in the future. Anyway, so just don't get in your head about the scale, or like if you don't have crazy results, and be more excited about the fact that you are creating a lifestyle that's going to have longevity, and you're going to feel good and look good down the road. It's not going to be something where you get instant results and you keep them forever, because that just doesn't exist. The takeaways I really have is that this has created a more disciplined version of myself. This has created a more confident version of myself, and this has created a more like productive version of myself. I got partnered on YouTube over doing 75 hard, like over the course of these 75 days, because I was just so locked in on my goals outside of fitness as well. Like, you just turn into this person that wants to better themselves, and it's so special. And I think that that's the important thing that I'm looking at, because my results are not crazy, but now I like finally have the tools to have crazy results down the road. And like over these next 2 months, I'm gonna continue to push myself. It's not gonna be 75 hard. I'm not gonna have all these rules. I'm gonna have rest days or active rest days, and I'm gonna really push myself to go further and just keep going. Basically, this is my new life, right? Like, it's not, I was literally sitting there thinking the other night, I was like, what's even gonna be different about my life after 75 hard? Just like, what, I don't have to read 10 pages. Like, that's it. I was like, that's basically all that's gonna change. And like, if my friends ask me to go out, I can go have some drinks. The one thing I did not like was there was some guilt involved. Like, if I had to go out to eat or whatever, even if I stayed within my calorie limit, I felt guilty as fuck eating out, which is so stupid, because again, it's like lifestyle choices and it's just balance. What other bad things? Oh yeah, you can't eat super low calorie on 75 hard. You can, but like my energy levels were so bad and I felt like garbage, so I had to up my calories. We talked about that already, but like that was just trash. That was really rough. So I would recommend not going too low in calories, because you're probably gonna regret it when you're exhausted every single day. One more final piece of advice that I want to give you guys that also seems unconventional is when you're doing 75 hard, tell people. A lot of people say like move in silence, like do your grind in silence, like you don't need to tell everybody. I have found through this, there are people I didn't tell you guys, but a lot of my family members knew, my friends knew. One, they're not going to pressure you to drink or to eat out or to skip a workout. If you tell them I'm doing 75 hard, these are the strict rules, like I really want to do this, they're probably going to support you. And if they don't, they're shitty friends and family. So there's that. But two, whenever I tell myself, oh, I'm not going to tell anybody, I say it's because I want to like shock people. But I think it's a way of giving ourselves an out. Didn't tell anybody, so if I screw it up, nobody even knows. Nobody's even gonna know. Tell people. Tell the people that are closest to you. Tell the people that are your support system, because you're gonna want people to lean on when you feel like quitting. So tell people, okay? Anyways, that has been this video. Sorry it's long. It's kind of emotional. It's kind of vulnerable. I was being a baby back bitch, some of it. But I'm really happy I did it. And vlogs are back. So thanks for watching. This is epic. Go to the gym. Be healthier. Be a better version of yourself. Thanks for being here. See you guys next time.